Our next speaker, Ms. Charlene Boswell. She is a seasoned entrepreneur with over 23 years experience and serves entrepreneurs with speed to solutions surrounding their everyday sales and marketing and systems/operation. And so I want to ask you all to do me a huge favor and give her a bunch of reactions, welcomes in the comments. So welcome to the stage, Charlene. Thank you for being here today.
We are so excited to be here. Thank you so much. I just need to be able to get some share screen option to share my screen. Is that possible? Host disabled. We'll work on that. And as that comes through, it is so fun to be here, guys. The Coach Academy is thrilled to be a sponsor here at the WEN Summit. We support everything that Haley does to grow entrepreneurs, both in their business and personally. And so today with social selling, we're thrilled to be here to share what we have and what we've been doing with our clients. One of the big things that happens a lot of times is when we come to these events, we want to make sure that it's super interactive. So a couple of things to know: that we will use the chat as a way to communicate, answer questions, and hopefully give you a place to land that's safe to ask questions and to ask for clarification as well. The second thing is we promise giveaways during our event time. And so we're thrilled. We're going to be doing giveaways for those who've engaged on our post, who've commented, those who've shared. And I listed all the prizes that we've got for today. So we are thrilled to be offering that. I want to make sure my team is here with you. Once you are called as the winner, my team will reach out to you and you'll need to give them your name, your contact information, and your mailing address. And you can personally message them or they'll personally message you so that we can ship that out of our Salt Lake office. I'm actually in our conference room doing the WEN Summit talk today. So we're really thrilled about that. I have over 75 people in the prize circle to win today, tomorrow, and Saturday. So we cannot be any more happy that each one of you have been engaging, but also too, you have to be present to win. So just remember, if you're not here at the WEN Summit during this time, it'll be really hard for you to win your prize. So you must be present to win. I would even suggest that you text someone who said, Char just called your name, go and get your prize. So hopefully they'll run in and get their butt to Summit, because it's a place for you to grow and we're excited to be here. Last couple of things before I start, I want to make sure everyone can see my screen. So if you can see my screen, if you can't, I would hope that you would be able to either fix your Zoom or let us know, because my team will be able to get the link to you, because it is a workbook that we are going to teach from these next 3 days. And it is for you to use. You can download it. You can use your notes, especially if you have a notebook already that you're writing in. It's going to be a tool for you to use and walk away with from our presentation today. Now, if you can look at the chat, there is a link in there. That link is to the workbook. So go ahead and pop that open and open up a new bar so that you can use that to help you walk through my presentation. And second, it has a calendar link. So if you have questions or couldn't get them answered during our talk today, please use that as a way to jump on a call and just talk to me and see, some questions that you might be thinking about, or maybe couldn't get a chance to share because you had a lot of other thoughts going on. So I am thrilled. The Coach Academy is not only a landing place for coaches, but for business owners who want to add coaching to their existing business. If they're an existing coach or consultant and want to grow their business and have a team actually help them run a business instead of being a slave to it, that's the kind of clients that we work with. And our third kind of client that we work with has a business that they're scaling and growing, and now they are taking themselves completely out of operations and want to literally take the stage, either be a podcaster, an author, they want to speak, they want to do more than what they're currently doing. And so we are thrilled to be serving our clients that way. I have been in business 22, going on 23 years, and I have been in the space of tech, corporate, and moving into entrepreneurship has given me the freedom to adopt 2 children. I was a single mother for 11 years. I worked my butt off. My children never knew what I did. They just said, Mom goes to work, but she's always there at our soccer games, our football games, and our trips to China. So I really have been blessed by entrepreneurship. And today's topic for the next 3 days is something that I feel like a lot of people don't want to talk about. And it's talking about money. Money is one of those taboo conversations sometimes because of our culture, our upbringing, and sometimes even our own beliefs. Trauma can happen around money, whether it's a divorce, whether you lost a job, whether you didn't fulfill maybe an expectation of yours or someone else's. So today we're going to talk about how to be a money magnet. And each day, the worksheets that you're getting through the workbook are going to go specifically around some of the topics we want to kind of explore and discover. So in the chat, I'm going to have you guys list number 1 through 5. And I want to kind of take an idea of having you guys tell me where you are in this relationship with money. And if you're in business, one of the rules that I always coach my clients is if you're not making sales, it's really hard to be in business. And if you feel like you can't make sales because you're really struggling with your marketing and with closing, there's really a deeper level of a story you're telling yourself. And it's about the money story. 9 out of 10 times my clients have a money story that's holding them back from getting to that next level of 6 and 7 figures. And so we are going to talk about a hard topic. We're going to talk about hard things. And I'm going to help you understand that this is a safe place because there's someone else in the room that probably has the same feeling or story about money. But we're going to start today on how to be a money magnet. So number 1, you have no idea about your money relationship. You don't have a clue. You just feel totally lost about it. So if you have that, put that in the chat. 2, if you're just kind of learning about money and the relationship, because maybe some things have happened in your business or maybe in your personal life, so you're starting to understand what that relationship is, would love that. 3 is you're working on it. You have a relationship with money. The story you're telling yourself is something that you know that probably isn't working for you. So you're trying to work on it. You're kind of at a place where there's an awareness and you're taking some accountability and responsibility. 4 is that you're completely confident, but you want more. And you want more money, you want more freedom, you want more purpose-driven activity, you want to be living the best life. And number 5 is that you are so in love with money that you're so excited because you're able to give to charity, you're able to have the time freedom, your business runs itself. And number 5 is just this confidence that you control money with the power of your mind, your heart, your hands, and all of your efforts. So go ahead and put that in the chat. And I'm really interested to see the numbers. I think a lot of times we don't have a safe place to tell each other what our story is about money. And so I love that, Barbara, you're being totally vulnerable and open. PJ, Nancy, Meg, Patty, Doug, I love this. I love how real we're getting, because if you can't talk about money, it's going to be really hard to talk about business. It's really going to be hard to talk about growing and getting out of your own way. I love that, Janice. I think sometimes that happens to us when we're in corporate. I did my internship at Walt Disney World in marketing. And, they asked me to extend. And I said, I'm not willing to extend right now. I need to get to my entrepreneurship endeavors. And that was a really pivotal point in my career. And then I got into corporate. And then I realized that I wanted more out of life. And so entrepreneurship became that value. I love that, John. I feel like we all work hard, right? We're so intrigued by working our butt off. And yet at the end of the day, when we look at our net income or net revenue, it seems to be less than the money that we spent. Someone said the other day, I spent $30,000 on my business to make $2,000. And she said, Charlene, is that right? I said, that is not right. That is not going to bring you the success or happiness. You are a slave to your business. And so I really appreciate everyone being vulnerable and excited to share. I think there's a lot of value in being really true to who you are and what you want to do. And not only that, but I feel like you are giving us permission to really learn in a safe environment. So thank you guys for doing that. So I see that a lot of people are 3s and 4s. Some of you in transition from maybe a 4 and 5 into a 3. And for some of us in this very room, we're struggling with money. We're struggling just to understand money now that you're an entrepreneur. And as an employee, money has a different story to us, but when you're responsible for 100% of it, it gets really scary. Imagine when you have payroll, guys, how even more scary is that when you're responsible for other people's lives and families and food on their table. So I want to give you a place to land that's safe. Money is a tool that allows you to provide a service or an exchange of goods that equals the need at that time. My money story at corporate was very different than the money story I told myself as being an entrepreneur. When I hit $25,000 a month, when I hit $75,000 a month, and now hitting $150,000 a month, my story has had to change. It has never stayed the same. So I want to make sure you highlight that, underline that, and make that part of your affirmations, that you understand that my money story must change as I want to get more of what I want, when I want to have more of everything that I desire. That's sometimes a really hard thing to accept. And so I want to go into day one. Let's just jump right in. Where you're currently getting your clients is going to tell you a little bit about the story of how to be a money magnet. My business has always been 80 to 90% driven by referrals. In my 23 years of business, I have not ever spent a single dollar on ads. That will not stay the same as I hit this next level of growth, because we are looking to scale some of my businesses where we have to spend advertising dollars. By my initial coaching business, my marketing business, my Black Belt Lean Six Sigma career has been fueled by referrals only. And so I'm really honored to be in a social selling subject for WEN Summit, because it really ties into that money magnet story we tell ourselves. So where do we get clients? If you are doing referrals primarily, that means that you're communicating your story of your business and how you help and serve people. But I want you to remember that where you actually get your clients from is where your attention should be. And I want to make this clear. How many of us kind of sell the idea that we have to be in 15 different platforms? We have to spend 200 hours on marketing. We have to be everywhere and anywhere. And at the end of the day, we're just pooped and exhausted and sometimes frustrated with our own business. I want to give you permission to let go of control and let go of the word should, and really own that you can be awesome in 1 to 2 platforms because you are where your clients are. That is really freeing. How many of us feel that way? Is that freeing to some of you who just had this aha moment that say, I don't have to be everywhere. I can just be in 1 or 2 places, because your client isn't going to be in 15 million places, guy. It just doesn't work that way. When your energy is so stretched and kind of feeling overwhelmed, guess what your clients feel? Guess what your prospects feel? Overwhelmed. So Denise, I love that. Thank you. You know, where is your client? You know, a lot of times my clients are in really small, intimate groups. Sometimes my clients are with other clients. My clients are the best referral source for me because they've seen me in action. They see what I do. Now, I want to talk about a disconnect that a lot of times entrepreneurs will have, because their money story and where they get their clients have a huge disconnect. And I want to be really clear about this. So this is a kind of like a highlight, underline circle on your paper. It is that more is better than less. And I want that to be the hugest aha moment for you in this first question, because you can have 100 clients and spend $500,000 on operations, or have 10 clients and net $100,000 a year. The difference that can make in your business will literally clearly free you from this obligation of being a slave to your business. I want to say that again. Less is sometimes better than more, and more is not what we aim for when we're trying to have lifestyle balance, when we're trying to have time freedom, when we're trying to be purpose driven. So I want that aha moment to kind of sink in. You know, when someone comes to me and says, Char, I want 100 clients this year, I say, does your business have the systems and processes to scale at 100 clients? Nope. I say, do you have the money to invest to do that? Nope. Then maybe we should make the goal a little smaller and more realistic, because until you have systems and operations and the budget to invest in that, and sometimes you don't take a single dollar from that revenue, you might really feel like the business becomes this master and you become the slave. And so I want to give you the reality that when you have that money story and you're trying to understand, you know, where do I get my clients? Who's my ideal client? I want to really talk about what's your goal? What's your plan? What is it that you really want for your business? And then let yourself plan that forward. That is going to give you clarity and direction and the power of saying no to the things that are shiny objects and distractions and saying yes to the things that are going to bring you money. One of my clients, you know, I kind of giggle and laugh. My clients become my really good friends. And she doesn't really get this sometimes, but she realized that she wasn't monetizing her efforts because all she wanted to do was give, 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 and give. And I said, that's great. But you're spending 100 hours of networking a month. You're spending $50 every time you go out to lunch and do one-to-ones. Is it bringing you a return? She said, no, it's not bringing me a return. And so that aha moment that she had, she realized that she was in the wrong area trying to get the wrong clients and that those weren't her ideal clients. She needed to really narrow her focus so she could focus on quality clients that she could charge more and be able to get better quality and provide better service. Sorry about that. We're in Arizona opening up a new office. And so I'm traveling today while I'm doing WEN Summit. So, hey, that's life, right? When you're opening up businesses and shops. So who is your ideal client? What does our money story have to do with an ideal client? Sometimes our ideal client is based on two myths. One, that they're willing to pay our price. Not true. We have to sell our product based on the value that the client sees the solution for. If your client sees the solution as a $100,000 solution to increase their revenue 10x, then they're willing to buy that product or service. So who your ideal client is has to get to the granular. Like we have to get so clear that the solution that they're shopping for is going to give them the solution to the bigger problem that they have. Okay. Second myth that I want to bust, I guess, or reframe for you is that the ideal client will always change. A lot of times people say, no, my ideal client is this one way and this is the only way. As you grow your business, as you get clear on what products or service, your ideal client will change. And so you want to give yourself some flexibility. A lot of times as entrepreneurs, we're so black and white in our thinking that we need to remember, we need to be flexible. Our ideal client will change because our business will change. We find that we're masters at something and not a master of this skill or this product, or our team members aren't fulfilling what we want to. So we have to adjust and change. So our ideal client, a lot of times, is going to change. And so I want to give you permission to let it change. How many of us try to control everything in our business? You can raise your hand, you can admit this is a safe place. Sometimes letting control is when real freedom comes. And so I want to give you permission as you're trying to become this money magnet. I want to give you some reality. Oh, I love that. Control freak right here. I like how honest she is, guys. You see, sometimes you are, because in your business, 100% of accountability stops right here. It's just part of who we are. It's part of being responsible for people's lives and economics. And I take that really seriously, especially because I have so many team members across the country that help me accomplish so many different things in my multiple companies. All right. So where do you find the ideal clients? And this is where the magnet part of it comes in. So when you're networking, and let's just say you're at the WEN Summit, right? And you are at the WEN Summit and you're trying to network, you want to be your ideal client because your ideal client will show up based on what you are magnetizing in those conversations, in those relationships, in your networking. Why does this matter? Because if you're slow to making decisions, sometimes you're going to attract those kind of clients. If you are difficult to deal with, you're going to attract those kind of clients. I have felt that my clients are soulmate clients, that they're friends, that they're people that I can count on. They could call me at 2 a.m. and say, Shar, I have a flat, come get me. Those kind of relationships are because I carry those integral components of who I am. Now I get it. Let me put the disclaimer out there for boundaries and having, expectations and mapping out your contracts and your services. I get that. But when your clients know they can count on you, that they're going to be first, and that your own ego and agenda does never, ever take over, I want to make sure that you are going to attract that ideal client because you yourself are that ideal client. How many of us in the chat are our own ideal client? I am going to be so surprised when I see this chat, right? Because you're going to be able to go, wow, who is my ideal client, right? Where do I find these ideal clients? Are you networking? Then show up networking. If you're on Facebook, show up on Facebook. If you're on LinkedIn, show up on LinkedIn. I love that, Barbara. I love it, Jessica. Thank you. I really believe, Jill, it's so good. It's so good to be here with you guys. I love this. You are your ideal client. You care about your work. You want change. You will roll up your sleeves. You're going to be coachable. You want to level up. If you are those things, guess what? You are going to attract those opportunities to you. Now, I want to make this disclaimer. You don't have to be exactly who that person is if you're still kind of in the in-between and you're trying to figure it out. Just give yourself some grace that you want to at least get there. And start surrounding yourself with people who have those values, have those commitments, and want to be just like that as well. Because you're likely going to be able to do this faster, and you're going to have a better result because you're inviting yourself in circles that already have these characteristics and qualities. And Becky, I think one of the things is, if you're not your ideal client, I think it has to get really clear on what maybe your business is and what product or service you're providing. And we can have a deep dive chat about that, because you shouldn't have to worry about that. It just depends on what you're doing specifically around your current business. And I know in our breakout room, I know you're in transition as well. So that's going to change. And that's what's awesome about entrepreneurship, guys. You are able to be a creator. And so I don't want you to feel like you have to be pigeonholed into anything. I want you to give yourself creative permission. Oh, John Anthony, I hear this. You want to be moving from billable hours instead of focus. I totally believe that. And that's a critical place in transition. I understand that completely. But remember, guys, it's a process, right? Who your ideal client today is may not be the ideal client tomorrow when you transition. If you are focusing on transitioning your business or adding additional services, it's going to change and adjust. So it's not hard and fast. It's not black and white. It's just to give you a check-in on where your current business is. So who finds their clients at networking? Put that in the chat. Who has clients from networking? I'm so interested. Okay. And then, okay, Patty, yep, I definitely know that. Yep, Patty for sure. Janice, BNI, great place to do. Meg, yes. Nancy, I love it. Networking is such a valuable place of where your clients are. So I'm going to kind of give this as a precursor. This is going to be our homework tonight. So I want to make sure I deep dive into that. Chamber of Commerce, I love that. How about referrals? How many of us are referrals, kind of heavy? Like, I love referrals. Referrals are the best in my world. And Irene, I love that. Heather, I love that. Awesome. Jill, I love that. Referrals is another powerful source because you're telling your story correctly so someone else can tell the story for you. Okay, that's how you know referrals work, because they are telling the right story for the right reason and the right client shows up. Oh, I love that, Annette. Yep. Oh, my best client is a referral. Awesome. Third, how many of you actually get clients from social media, from Facebook? I want to see how many of us do. Latoya, yes. Okay, awesome. And I want to make sure you understand that the more you focus on where your clients are coming from is going to give you the energy to show up. And I want you to do social selling online. I just want to make sure you have the right expectation, right? Because being a money magnet, you want to attract the things that want to stick to you too. It's not the other way around. You don't want to repel. There's a graphic I drew up on here, and it says, you don't want to repel opportunity because you're not showing up as the right magnet. So make sure you underline that, highlight, and circle that. Oh, okay. Social media groups. Yes. Facebook groups are dynamic. They're great places to do it, guys. We're actually opening up our own office in Arizona, but we also have our clients opening up their offices in Arizona. And you know how we did it? Because we had the right clients to begin with in my own business. So we attracted all the right clients as we opened up nationally since COVID. Pre-COVID, we closed our office down, but since now we're back in business, we're just so excited to grow. Awesome. I love that. Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Erin. I love that. I just want you guys to realize, look at all the places business comes from, but don't overwhelm yourself by trying to be in 15 places, 20 places. Just do a couple really, really well. And showing up consistently, showing up with the intent to serve people is so huge. And here is the drop the mic comment. And I hope this makes an amazing expectation for you as you continue to hear from me in the next couple of days. The secret of selling is really serving. And I have learned that serving is a great magnet for opportunities. And you know what? When people see me, they see me picking up trash. They see me setting up the room, breaking the room down. And they say, Charlene, are you the CEO? And I say, yeah. And they go, but why are you doing this and not everyone else? I said, because I'm serving. I don't need to have the title of CEO to serve. I need to have the idea behind the serving is a way for me to really show who I really am. Serving is really the secret of selling. I hope that resonates with you. I'm going to wrap up with our homework, guys. And this is going to be something I want to discuss tomorrow when I hop back on. And I really want you to grasp this because I want to give you some permission. Homework, you know, when we were in school, it was pressure, but homework is giving you permission to take action. You know, I work with clients who take action, who want change, who want to grow. I don't have to drag them. I don't have to force them. I don't have to push them. They just want to run. And this is a comment that a lot of my clients say, when you work with Charlene, get your shoes on because you got to run. And so I want to make sure you know that this homework today is what are your beliefs around selling? Is giving you permission to take action so that these beliefs around selling are going to equal what you are going to magnetize, what clients you're going to bring, what prospects are going to come in to your appointment calendar and your funnel and have this great expectation that you're going to help them. What are your beliefs around selling? And I want to make sure it's really clear, guys, as I wrap up, that these beliefs will change if you want to break these beliefs and reframe them because they're not serving you anymore. So as I close, I want to thank everyone. I want you guys to go ahead and put in the chat if your number that you gave in the beginning has either shifted or changed, or you feel a lot more closer or more clarity around how to be a money magnet. You know, 1 through 5, I know for some of my 5s, this is awesome, but I really want to make sure that you shift every single time I get to coach you up, every single time I get to speak, because that is what I'm here to do, is help you make those shifts, those small adjustments in your business and in yourself. I really want you to see that value because guess what? You're worth it, guys. You are worth it and your clients are worth it. If you're not selling, you know, to help other people, it's going to be really hard to help change the world. Okay, so here's giveaway time, guys. I've got my 75 names and I'm going to give this prize. I'm going to pick up, you know what? We're going to do the $25 Amazon card and I'm going to pick a name and I want to make sure that my team is there ready to answer. Please, please, please be present to win. It's really impossible. It really, really is impossible to win if you're not here, guys. So text them, message them, do whatever. Okay, so let me, I have all of my friends on this thing because they are so good at engaging with my posts. And I'm just like, don't look, don't just pull a name and don't look at all. And I'm just like, here you go. Lauren Gaitlin, Gatlin. Lauren Gaitlin, if you are here, please put yourself in the chat so that we can take care of your prize. I'm so excited. All right, I've got another prize. I'm going to give away the Bluetooth speaker. I know, Erin, you were on my post, and Haley and Wendy, I'm telling you, I love it. All right, so here's another one. I'm not going to look. Geez, people, I promise I'm not going to leave just yet. Here we go. Okay, one more. All right, Melanie Lintner, is she here? She was on my post. Melanie Lintner, if she is here, you have won the Bluetooth speaker. We'll ship that out to you. Okay, one more real quick. I promise. I just love winning. I love giving away stuff. Okay. Tracy Taylor, you get a blow dry from the Blow Dry Bar, which has 120 locations nationwide. Please let yourself be known to my team and we will ship that out to you. Thanks everyone so much. I look forward to seeing you and thank you for having Coach the Coach Academy be a sponsor, Haley and the team. Really appreciate being here with everyone. Thank you so much, everyone.
This is so awesome.
Yay. We're in the party, guys. We're in the party.
We're in the party.
the
Denise,
winners.
where are you at?
Ooh, here we go.
Can you hear me, Haley? All right.
Man.
Well, thank you, Charlene, for, I've got like 3 pages of notes. So, oh my gosh, y'all, was that awesome or was that awesome? Give her a big, big round of applause. Woo, I love it. The round of applause. I saw that. That's so awesome. And congrats to the winners. So thank you, Charlene, for the amazing prizes and all of the winners. Make sure you get with Charlene's team so they